Here's the answer for day one, problem one. Find the midpoint between these ordered pairs by making a graph and then showing work. -5 comma -1 is left 5 units and down 1 unit located here. 4 comma 3 is right 4 units, up 3 units located here. Connect these together with a nice straight segment. Then point to the middle of the segment. Point to where you think the midpoint is, somewhere in this area. Now we can't be sure exactly where that is without having a perfect graph, using a ruler, measuring everything just right. So we're going to use algebra to find that midpoint. That's what it means by showing the work. When you use algebra to find the middle between numbers, you are averaging the numbers. Start by averaging the two x coordinates. We want to find the exact middle between -5 and 4. So you add them together and divide by 2. Then let's average the y coordinates. We want to find the middle between a -1 and a +3. You can add them together and divide by 2 in order to do that. If you group these in parentheses, that's what will create the ordered pair that tells us exactly where this dot is that we're looking for. So let's just simplify this math and get the answer. -5 plus 4 is -1, and -1/2 is -1/2. -1 plus 3 is 2, and 2/2 is 1. The midpoint is located at -1/2 comma 1. When you look at the graph and you start here at the origin, if you go half to the left and then up 1, notice that that does seem to be about where the dot is that we guessed at. Now, day one, problem 2, we're told line K is perpendicular to line L, and we're given the equation of line L. So from the equation of L, what we can figure out is the slope of our line K. To do that, let's first change the equation into slope-intercept form. Subtract the x from both sides. That makes -2y equals -x and the +6. Then divide both sides by the -2 in order to get the letter y alone. When you cross out the -2's, you have the letter y alone. Now over here on the right, -1x divided by -2 makes 1/2x. And 6 divided by -2 makes -3. This equation goes with line L, but it's helpful to us because we can get the slope of line K from it. When you look in front of x, this number here is the slope, I'm going to use m to represent that, of our line L. Now let's get the slope of line K. K is perpendicular to L. So what's the connection of slopes for perpendicular lines? They are opposite reciprocals. What's the opposite reciprocal of 1/2? It's -2/1, or -2 for short. Our line K that we're asked about has a slope of -2. Now what else are we told about line K? We're given it goes through the point 0, 4. Because the x-coordinate is 0, that number is the y-intercept. Let's make our equation using y equals mx plus b format. For m, fill in the slope. It was -2. For b, fill in the y-intercept. It was a +4. Here is our equation for line K. From this equation, we can graph line K. The y-intercept is 4, so you put a dot on the y-axis at 4. That gets you started. And the slope is -2. From that dot, down 2 units, right 1 unit. Here is line K.